Hey, how are you guys making out today? I feel like I'm starting to repeat things, and I never want to be one of those people that comes on social media and just posts the exact same thing every day, because I don't know about you, but I get bored with that. And if they keep saying the same thing over and over again and just kind of putting a new color to it, it gets boring. And so I stop checking in to see what they're talking about. So I'm trying not to do that, but I'm also, when I come on, I want to be guided and inspired to what the most important message is for us at the moment. And so I was coming on to talk to you guys about, of course, I share how I'm experiencing everything, right? Because I know that like attracts like. And so if I'm experiencing stuff in a certain way, you guys are likely experiencing it in the same kind of way. And so I was going to come on and talk about how we can zero in on things that can make us feel shitty. And because I'm still feeling kind of shitty. I don't know about you, but this weather, this astral weather, the astrological weather, this planet has that kind of shitty energy to it right now. It does. And I'm telling you, no matter how much I see the good stuff, I'm still kind of falling back into the yucky stuff. And I feel like that's probably like the process, the cleansing process, right? The sweeping process. But anyways, I was getting ready to come on and do that. We're going to talk about that. And I was feeling the dizziness stuff. So when I get, when we get a lot of the geostorms, solar flare stuff, all of that, my neurological stuff flares up. And the dizziness stuff is one of those things where it's not vertigo. It's not the room spinning. It's just, if you know how you feel when you have a cold and your head feels and you move it a little bit and everything kind of feels like it moves with it. It's that kind of stuff. So it's not, you guys don't have to worry about me. I'm okay. I know what it is. But I was making the bed and doing, stuff before getting ready to do this. And I just had this thought, this feeling of next incarnation, I don't want to be one of the people that feels the geostorms and the solar flares and all of the stuff. I don't want to feel it. I want to be one of those people that says, what is a geostorm? What is a solar? I want to be one of those people. And they said to me, canary in a coal mine. And so I don't know if you guys know what that means, canary in a coal mine, but the idea, it's a saying that's used now with the idea of somebody that can be like a predictor of trouble or a predictor of things to come or things that are, and I think it originated from in the coal mines, where they would send in canaries into the coal mine to see how the air quality was, so that the coal miners would go in there and then they wouldn't die from lack of oxygen or whatever the problem was. If the canary flew back out, then you knew it was okay. But if the canary didn't come back out, then you knew that it was not safe. So, when they say that to me, the canary in the coal mine, it's like, okay, so part of my job then is to feel these things in significant ways so that I can share with others about them. But can't we do this without me feeling like shit in this physical body? Can't we do this with can't you just give me a visual sign on it? Do I have to feel it in my body? Do I have to feel that stuff? Because I'm quite done with being, dizzy. I'm quite done with being wobbly, right? And, on those days when things are feeling hard, it's those kind of things that make me get stuck in the negative aspect of stuff, right? So part of our ascension, part of our growing is to feel these things that keep coming up, especially the things that make us feel the shittiest, so that we can work through them, grow through them, evolve through them. I get it. But I don't know about you, I would kind of like just every once in a while to have a longer moment of everything kind of just being good, of there being peace and clarity and ease. And for me, this particular theme that I'm going through, and this, this cycle, this chapter, this moment, is the physical aspect of my human avatar, right? Of healing the physical aspect of it. And trust me, I know, I understand that the physical stuff, because that's coming up at this point, is emotional, that it's all of the trauma, drama stored still, because I'm doing everything humanly possible to support my physical body. I'm, doing the exercise and doing the fresh fruits and vegetables and doing the herbs and the vitamins and doing the, so physically I'm doing all this stuff and have been for a while. But there's that little part that just is not shifting as much as I would like it to. And so my focus goes there and it stays stuck on that. And so that's kind of where I was starting with the video, was because I feel like it happens for a lot of us, especially right now, because of this energy being so heavy and being so dense, that our zoning in will zone in to the blemish. We're zoning into the problem. We're zoning into, we're looking at this, the beauty in everything, but we're looking at that one little spot where we're there. And when we go in there and we zone in on that blemish, that zit on your face, everything else kind of disappears. All the good stuff disappears. All the progress that we've made disappears. All of the things that actually are shifting disappears. And so we have to remind ourselves that we're not that, and I'm saying this to myself, right? I am not the dizziness. I am not that, the physical things that aren't clearing up for me. I'm not that. And I can continue to do the things that I know to do that will help me, and continue to do the stuff on me, right? This is all about me. This is my journey, just like the stuff that you're going through is all about you and your journey. So I've gotten past the point of where I need to, remove all of the other triggers as the lead attraction in my story, because I understand they're just triggers and I'm the one ultimately that's looking at the triggers or engaging with the triggers, right? So we have to do our best right now to not zone in on the blemish, not zone in on the problem, not allow that kind of force to take away our energy, to take away our power, right? And if you're somebody who, like myself, this complicated, right? We're not easy cases because we're empathic. So we're sensitive. So we feel shit all the time, depending on what your level of sensitivity is. Maybe you're picking up on everybody's moods. Maybe you're picking up on the space. Maybe you're picking up on the political energy. Maybe, all of those layers come into, our regular human 3D stuff that we have to deal with, that everybody else has to deal with. And now we have all these layers to try and figure out where to go in and heal through, and what's most important, and how do I support this the best, and what do I do? It's not easy. It's not easy. So we're going to be, putting our faith to the test right now, because it's ascension. We're ascending. We're changing the course of this planet. We're changing the timelines for timeline jumping again, they're saying. We're doing that because, this whole planet, this whole place is not in a good place. And that's why we're doing this shifting. That's why we're doing this changing. And so the fact that they brought up, that they said canary in the coal mine, I'm thankful for that, because sometimes we need that validation that our suffering serves a purpose, that there's a greater purpose to, the strange sensations that we're feeling, or the way we're picking up on things not everybody else is picking up on. So if you're out there feeling everything and feeling distorted and feeling unstable and feeling, emotionally unwell because this, that, and the other thing are not in alignment for you, and they're not going the way that you need them to do, try and do your best to see the bigger picture of things. Try and do your best to not focus in on that blemish. Do your best to allow that stuff to come in and then go back out. That's the best advice I can give you, because that's the advice I'm going to take for myself. I'm going to, work through the feeling unstable. I'm going to push through the, anything that doesn't feel good. I'm going to continue to do the supporting for myself, though. That's really, really important, because I need to do that. And if I don't do that, then I will feel really bad. So I know that I can't be somebody who takes no action. I have to take some action. So maybe whatever I've said in this ramble to you is going to resonate with you. Maybe there's one little bit in there that you needed to hear. And that's how guidance works sometimes, right? Sometimes guidance works when we can't get the clarity in our own mind, when we can't get that clarity, that, what will happen is somebody will show up like this. They'll ramble on about their own stuff. They'll say something, and there'll be something in there that was said for you. So I hope that in that big ramble, there was something in there that was said for you, and you found it helpful. Sending you guys huge blessings.